What's up? John Sonmez from SimpleProgrammer.com. So I believe this is my first video with my sound buffering set up in the office here. The office is pretty much done at this point. I'll have to do a video giving a tour of the office, but I basically have these sound absorbing panels, so hopefully the sound is much better. Let me know. Of course, you know, I am using a lapel mic, so it's not going to be perfect, but I think that there is an improvement. It seems like there's less echo to me. We'll see, you know, let some of you audio engineers decide. So anyway, I want to do a video real quick because I got this email and I got some suggestions from those of you that have been subscribers to the channel and want to help me reach this 100K goal. Some of you have put some nice suggestions there and emailed me. But one of the suggestions had this email along with it, or this question that said, after following your video for more than half a year, it's very clear that you are a big proponent of trusting the process. You also said that we can't control the outcome, only what and how we do stuff. I get that, but all this time, one thing was bugging me. If I can't control the outcome, and the outcome, especially in the beginning, might be very encouraging, might not be very encouraging, how can I know that I choose the right process to follow? So I want to talk about trusting the process real quick. So I did a video on trusting the process, which you can check out here. I've talked about this a lot, but this was a video that sort of demonstrates that point. In fact, check this out. I created a shirt. It's not, by the time you're watching this, it might be available, but anyway, you can check out the shirt, the official Simple Programmer shirt. It says on it, trust the process. Check it out here. You can see that picture of it. We'll see. For those of you that are subscribers, there's going to be, these shirts might be a little bit limited to start off. We'll see here. Let me know if you want one of these shirts, and we'll see what we can do about it. But I've got this shirt specifically designed for trusting the process. But okay, so let's get into the actual. My timer just went off. Let me make sure that okay, I'm actually in between Pomodoro. it's a weird. So anyway, I want to talk about this idea of, okay, so how do you know, right, if you're supposed to trust the process, like I said, how do you know if you're doing the right process? What is the right process to follow? And so I've got some pretty simple, straightforward advice on this. And I mean, there's a lot of ways that we could talk about this, a lot of different things that we could discuss here, but here's one simple way, at least one simple guideline to get you started on this idea. And I think we'll probably talk about this more in the future because this is really important and there's a lot to this, but I just want to give you one simple idea first of all, okay? So basically the way that you figure out what process to follow when you're going to trust the process is that you try to think of what could you do, right? What is the process that you could follow that would be almost guaranteed to give success, that there's almost no way you could fail, right? So one example I always use when I'm giving some talks is I'll talk about this idea of juggling, okay? And I'll say, okay, trusting the process. Here's a good example of trusting the process. If I give you 3 balls, okay, and I lock you in a room, okay, and I say, try to juggle, try to throw these balls up to juggle 1,000 times, all right? You're going to attempt it 1,000 times. And I ask people who are jugglers, who are able to juggle, I can juggle, okay? If someone does that, will they learn how to juggle? And 100% of the time, someone who knows how to juggle says, oh yeah, absolutely. If they do it 1,000 times, they're definitely going to learn how to juggle. So again, so think about it this way, right? You're someone who doesn't know how to juggle. You want to figure out how to juggle. You don't know what process to follow. So you think of this, you say, okay, I'm going to lock myself in a room and I'm going to put on the whiteboard, right? I'm going to check a tick mark every time that I try, and I'm going to try 1,000 times, okay? And when I get to 1,000, by the time I've gotten to 1,000, I'll have known how to juggle. Before then, I'll have learned it. That's a guaranteed way, right? You see what I'm saying? The chance of failure, maybe you could fail after doing that. I really don't think so, but the chance of failure is so small. Whatever you're trying to do, figure out the process, especially if you're not sure, and you know, double it, 10x it. Figure out the thing that can't possibly fail, and that's the process that you follow. And you know, sometimes you're not going to have a great idea of it, and we can talk about adjusting it and stuff like that. But if you just follow that simple guideline, if you just look and say, okay, and most people can figure this out, right? You know, for example, all right, I'm just throwing spitballing some stuff here. I want to run a marathon. I'm going to run a marathon next year, okay? Now, Most people say, yeah, if you run 20 miles, you can make it to 26.2 in a marathon. That's not good enough for me. My trusting the process is I want to run 30 miles, okay? Once I've run 30 miles in training, I know I can run 26.2 in a race, right? So it's going overboard. Yes, I know, but it's like guaranteed success, right? And I know that if I want to figure out what's the process I need to train, well, if I run like 50 miles a week and I start running, 15 to 20 miler runs, I'm going to get up there, right? You see what I'm saying? Like I can come up with processes without even knowing, and they might be extreme, but they're guaranteed to get there. Maybe it'll take less to get there, but if you want to figure out the process that you're going to trust, figure out one that's got like no chance of failure. There's no way you could fail at doing this, and that's how you're going to absolutely guarantee success. There's a lot of ways that you could think about this, right? Another example, YouTube, right? I just talked about getting 100,000 subscribers. Okay, my trusted process for that one, for those of you who want to know, was when I first set out to do this goal or to really to grow on YouTube, really to get 100,000 subscribers. I thought, okay, if you have 2,000 videos on YouTube, you'll probably have 100,000 subscribers. If not, you'll have them really fast, right? So my goal, the process was get 2,000 videos out. And then the process was, well, how can I get those videos out? Well, if I make 2 videos a day, right, record 2 videos a day at least, and I do that for at least a year, okay, that's going to be, what, 365 days times 2, so about 700 videos. And if I'm doing some other ones, maybe I have to get like 15 videos or what is it, like 17 videos a week, whatever it works out to. In about a year, I'm going to add about 1,000 videos, and that's going to get me pretty close to 2,000. So if I do 2 videos a day, I'm going to get to 100,000 subscribers. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's a process that you can trust. Again, it's pretty extreme, right? But that's how it works. So anyway, that's how you figure this out, right? Is you figure out that, and like I said, there's a lot more to talk about with trusting the process. I'll probably do some more videos following up on this about like how do you alter the process and things like that. But if you just do that one simple thing and you think in those big terms of what can't possibly fail, you're going to have a process that you can try. Like, it's going to lead you to success so many times. It's going to be hard, right? And it probably won't take as much as what you're, but it's like if you start there, that's the best way. That's where I would go with it. Anyway, if you like this video, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Click that subscribe button below. By the way, I'm thinking about doing a contest here. We'll see what's coming up here, but I'll have to give you some of the details. But anyway, click the subscribe so you can find out about it. And if you like this video, share it with a friend. I would appreciate that. Still trying to hit that 100,000 subscriber goal. I'll talk to you next time. Take care.